Hey guys, so I thought I would make a video. I wanted to go back to the year when I found out that I was a twin flame, because like looking back on it now, I find it kind of comical. It wasn't at the time, but now looking back on it, it was. So like I said in my previous video, I figured out that I was a twin flame somewhere, I think it was like April or May of 2016 is when it happened. It was weird because the very first weekend that my twin and I decided not to be friends, I started seeing repetitive numbers everywhere. And it was completely new to me. I didn't understand what was happening, but I knew something was going on. So that same weekend I Googled seeing repetitive numbers and deep connection with somebody, and all of a sudden twin flames, like I seen all these twin flame articles, so I started reading them, and a lot of them didn't feel right, but the basics of it, I was like, yeah, this is what's happening, this is what I'm experiencing. So then, one website after another led me to YouTube, and I started to watch all kinds of tarot card readers, oracle card readers, one after another. I mean, I had my subscription thing was completely full of of twin flame teachers, and I would watch them like all day every day. And I always thought that, based off those card readings, I was getting information on my twin on what was happening, and then she was just going to come back to me, and I'd get excited and I'd be like, ooh, this portal's opening, like it's time for me and my twin to be together. There was also one funny thing that happened. I was at the end of the line at work one day, and the computer malfunctioned. It had the wrong date or month or something, but it kept showing July 7th of, it was July 7th of, I guess it was 2016. And I don't even know why, but I had this feeling that my twin was going to come back to me on that day. So like I started journaling and everything, and I continued watching the card readers. And as it become closer to July 7th, I had all this anticipation, like I was really planning for this day. And I started having really vivid dreams and everything, and there was even this one twin flame couple on YouTube that said it was some kind of portal, like July 7th or somewhere around that time, I don't know. So I was like I was really trusting in this. So July 7th rolls around and nothing happens, other than I just had some really vivid dreams of my twin flame and I. So I was really disappointed, and I kept diving into the card reading, or the card readers, and listening to everything that, I invested so much time into listening to them, and the repetitive numbers, I was always looking them up, like, what does this one mean? What is this? Is this a date? Is this the time that it's going to happen? And like, I was so, I didn't know. But looking back now, each moment and every moment was perfect and was giving me exactly what I needed to keep me moving forward on my journey. Like, there's no mistakes. And I can see now how God was guiding me perfectly each step of the way. Even though it was a lot of false information that I was following on YouTube, at the same time, it gave me that desire, or that, it just gave me that next push to keep moving forward, because God knows when you're ready, like when it's time to reveal the next step, or when it's time for you to find more, or what am I trying to say? Just God knows when it's time, like when it's perfect for you. Like, it's all in divine timing. God knows you perfectly. So, but just looking back on all this, it's really funny how this false information, and I was so invested in it. But at the same time, I'm thankful for it because it led me right to where I needed to be, which was with, like I had mentioned before, with Jeff and Shaleia with TFAS. And that's when everything completely changed. Like I said before, I don't know, it's just really neat, like when you look back on your journey and how far you've come and how much you've healed. And also in those times, like, I experienced a lot of doubt and a lot of, I guess what you could call grief, because I just felt a lot of sadness, like, is this really going to happen for me? And yes, it will happen for you. You just have to surrender. And that's where I'm at now in my journey, is just in complete surrender in each moment. And there's really, so many of us try to control the situation. We try to control our twin or the outer world, and you don't have to. The only thing you have to do is surrender and heal your upsets. And as God guides you to take the next step, you just move forward. Like, that's all you have to do. It's really that simple. It's not difficult. And we tend to make it difficult with the illusions that we create in our minds, and they're not real. But I don't know, I just wanted to share, I was just kind of reminiscing and looking back on how far I've come, and like now I find it kind of silly, like all that time that I spent investing in all the false teachers on YouTube. But yeah, so stay tuned for the next video. Thank you. Bye.